Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the Weekly Bizarre Podstars. I'm your host, Alex Whiteley, and thank you for joining us this week. Really looking forward to just chilling out with some cool guys tonight, talking about some crazy stories, and we're going to run through the Gauntlet later. But let me introduce you to my partner tonight, the best beard in podcasting by far. It's Mr. Tom Stevens.
Hey, mate, it's so good to be back. I love this show. The Weekly Bizarre Boys. We love it on a Friday night. This is absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for having me, bro. Pleasure to be here with you.
I do love this show. This show is one of the first good ideas I ever had, really. I was like, doing Thoughts again. I was kind of like, let's do the Weekly Bizarre. And I do love it. Let's just see if we can keep it going for a little bit longer. Yeah.
Yes, please, because I enjoy it, man. You know, we just got to keep this ball rolling. People love this show. They'll come. Don't worry, they'll come.
That's my idea, is just to make people come. Just
absolutely.
That's my speciality. You want to come? I'll make you come. Everybody's coming. You're coming.
Oh, not again, please.
On Wednesday Night Live, Helen came.
Hey.
And everyone's coming. I want to say thank you as well to Elsie Brown for last week's show. Absolutely fantastic. It's always good to record with her. She's fantastic. But let's introduce our guest for today. We had his pod partner, pod bro, Damo Bachelor on the show a few weeks ago, and he absolutely smashed the gauntlet out of the park. So
he did.
No pressure, Mr. Joe Green.
Hello.
Hey, welcome to the show.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay, thank you. Yes, a little bit nervous now.
Why?
I'm like, oh shit! Well, what if I? Well, you know, the gauntlet and whatnot.
There is a bit of pressure there. I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly.
Usually I say, don't worry about it. Don't get stressed.
I mean, I'm not gonna like lose the dread or anything over it. But I mean, I'm a little stressed. The stress is you've raised my stress levels a little bit now. Not gonna lie. I'm joking.
Joe,
it's all right though, because I got Earl Grey, so I'm good.
I'm so proud of you. He's got Rona. Fuck.
I did. I was gonna have a cup of Earl Grey, and then I was like, do you know what? It's Friday night, lad. Don't be such a little bitch.
I do one of those people that I'm glad you're not one of those people. It's like, it says Corona. I can't drink that. It's got fucking Corona written on it, son.
Oh no! I didn't even. Oh yeah, that's still a thing, isn't it? Sorry.
Apparently so, mate. Apparently so.
Of course it is. Yeah. No,
obviously not you though, Joe.
Exactly.
But I've got to let you know, my internet, by the way, in my street, it's not just me. The whole fucking street. I've been having problems with the internet today, so if I'm a bit jumpy today, blame the fuckers digging up holes in my street.
I was also going to apologise for my potential shitty connection because our internet is piss poor. So I apologise also if I'm like.
So it's just the Weekly Bizarre with TS then. Let's do it.
Yeah.
You're a fallback
You've
guy.
got this. You've got this. You've got big hands. You got this. You can hold this.
I'll do some sort of weird like dance. I don't know. I'll just do it through the medium of dance.
You are by far the best co-host you could ask for.
Oh, thanks, Al.
I
was gonna say, what about the Rab guy?
Oh, Raby. We love
Raby.
David.
Sorry,
David's in the chat. He says, "I'm coming right now." We love you, David. I hope your head's all right after St. Patrick's Day. What?
Yeah, we love
they were smashing them back all day. They started drinking with us in like the early afternoon on the Wednesday Night Live, and then went and did a speakeasy afterwards. And I watched a bit of it, and they were fucked up. George was like, "I love you guys."
Yeah, I know it.
I love you.
Yeah, it was all coming out. I appreciate all of you. You're my brothers and my family. George, you okay? You never say this. Normally, we're all pricks.
Yeah. He says he's still alive.
Yes, David.
And Claire Jones is in the chat as well. She says hello. Hi, Claire. How's it going?
Hi, Claire.
Hello, Claire Jones.
Hi, Claire.
Whomever you are.
She's one of Jamie's best friends. So.
I see. What's up, Claire?
Yeah, the Chronicles spilling over today.
All right.
So yes, you and Joe are good friends. How did you guys meet?
So, funny story. We went, if we go back to the USUK Chronicles episode we did with you, we discussed a gig that we played in 2006, which I was the lead singer for Shake It Bravos, which the band that you fronted then left and then I fronted instead.
I just played bass for them. I didn't.
You played bass?
Yeah. I did like one show with them on bass. Yeah,
but then I met you properly through Damo.
Yes, which was still like a million moons ago, wasn't it?
It was.
I do always wonder what I would be like as a frontman for a band, because I mean, obviously, if I could sing, I can't sing, I can't play an instrument. If I went on stage right now, it would just be half of an hour of me going, "What the fuck am I doing here? Can someone help me out? Mom, I need you."
You could be in a punk band then. There
you go.
Like a proper, like a real punk band. Remember, I don't know, do we have any Susie and the Banshees fans? Do you know who they are? Susie and the Banshees?
I know who they are, but I've never listened to them.
Allegedly, their first gig was just like the four of them just getting on stage and just like having a go. So, and then they became an actual, became like a real, genuine, fucking internationally massive band.
Fuck off. Amazing.
So it's do it.
Have you got a stage over here? So fucking up on the stage, mate. I won't be a second. All right, let's just
exactly.
Go light.
We'll call it punk rock. We'll call it punk music.
I always talk about the cringiest moment I was on stage, the cringiest time I was on stage. We went up and we were hosting this thing for a whole day live on sort of internet radio, TV, should I say? And they asked us to go and introduce the bands as well when it got later on. It was the Shropshire Virtual Show. It was amazing. And I was like, fucking hell, I was going through it all day. All day I was thinking about this. Oh my God, I've got to introduce this band. And I was thinking, just do fucking Jules Holland, man. Jules Holland knocks it out of the park every fucking time, right? I love Jules Holland.
Was everything backwards? Did you walk backwards for every band? And now!
But like, this is what I did, right? I was introducing a band called Dirty Rockin' Scoundrels. They're a great bunch of guys. They're really fun, from Wolverhampton. And they were behind me. And I was like, "Ladies and gentlemen, the Dirty Rocking Scoundrels," and it sounded exactly like it. I was like, "Oh my God, that's horrible!" It was
You brought that inner Holland. It's like, yes,
it's got to be done. It's the only way to introduce your band. I do it all the time at like cupcake practices, just to get us psyched up. And now, Cupcake Deer. It's got to be done. Got to be done. Were they a punk band though?
The Dirty Rockin' Scoundrels, they're like a 1950s sort of rock and roll group. They're really good.
Rockabilly, really good. Okay. These sound, I like the name. That's a cool name.
Very, very good. Christina Louise is in the chat. How's it going, Christina?
Hey, Christina.
Hello, Christina. I'm not going to be... That was a very enthusiastic hello.
Right, okay.
All right, Christina!
How you doing? How you fucking doing, all right?
You're right, babe. That's the thing. You're right, love. You're right, babe. You're right.
How's that Trevor? How's that Trevor of yours?
Don't even know her. Don't even know who she is.
Well, thank you for joining us anyway. We start off the show every week with the story of the week. Something that I find, I read, and I just enjoy the fuck out of reading it. In all honesty, I found this story, and it is so fucking brilliant that I was like, this is deserved story of the week. And it's this one. It's it says Arctic walrus turns up in Ireland, likely floated there accidentally while napping on an iceberg. That is actually what happens to them. It says
that's
here,
amazing.
They fall asleep on an iceberg and then get carried off into the Atlantic. A marine biologist said that of the walrus predicament. This guy was just like, "Little guys, going for a nap. Wake me up in about 2 hours, yeah, because Top Gear's on. I don't want to miss it." Right? He's just like, "I'll see you later." And he wakes up to people going around,
Ireland.
"What a potato! What a
They
potato!"
absolutely shit themselves. They won't have a clue what the fuck it was. They're like, "Oh, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is this?"
Go get me ma. Go get me ma. There's a fucking thing on the beach. There's a thing on the beach. What is it? And he's just like. I'm sorry for being stereotyped.
I love that. I love that's the marine equivalent of like falling asleep on the train, isn't it? Just like, do you know what I mean? You know, like when you're like you said, like I'm just gonna have a quick nap, and then you miss your stop, and then you end up in Worcester or something.
Yeah,
I love that.
Well, that's Birmingham. You're waking up in fucking Middlesbrough. You're like,
or if you're on the Manchester train, like coming from like Bristol or something, and then you end up in Birmingham because you felt falling asleep. I've never done that, thankfully, but yeah, I love that.
I got close.
Marine equivalent. Yeah.
This walrus made the news as well. They were like, There's a fucking walrus on the fucking beach. Go and get the cameras. We need to tell everybody about the fucking walrus. Look at the teeth on the... Right, so, but there's this thing that caught the media that absolutely blew up, went viral. And it was this guy's deadpan... he tried to imitate the walrus, and it was just so brilliant. People really adored it. So I'm going to try and share it if it'll let me. So here
Don't let your internet blow up, bro.
No, yeah, it's going to be like, what the fuck is this, mate? It's worse than the fucking walrus. Okay, here we go. Let's see what this says here.
Suddenly I heard...
And this is what Fitzgerald heard roaring last night. An Arctic
sounds like his wife would say.
And it's
Where's it gone? I don't want to play the whole fucking...
Don't want to play the whole fucking thing.
I don't want to play the whole clip. Yeah. It's not happening.
Oh, but what the fuck is that mammal? What's the fucking mammal on the beach over there?
Where is it? Where's it gone? Anyway, we'll have to go back and play that some other time. It's
like that dog guy from Australia, isn't it? When he was like talking about that
dog. Legend.
Oh, where did you find that? Like, where are you finding these amazing things?
I have a thing called Flipboard on my phone, and it's just an app for stories. But after a while of using it, it gets used to sort of shit you're looking for. I had something similar when I had a Samsung. I can't remember what it's called, but every now and again I'd be like, tits, and I click on the story from like the Daily Star or something, and then it just started showing me like stories of tits and ass and stuff. So there's Flipboard.
The thing is, if you show you sort of those clips of tits and stuff, isn't it like videos of like, watch a man shove quavers up his ass?
It's very simple.
I fucked a what's it? Do you know what I mean? Like weird shit. I don't get those news stories in the Daily Star. It's always like, I put crumpets in the toaster and fapped them. Like, what? Who does that?
Why would you do that?
I know, but it's almost like they make it up just for the bullshit. It's just to sell some fucking papers. Do you know what I mean?
Like,
David says, Katie, what is that strange thing? Looks like Werner Herzog.
I don't know who Werner Herzog is. Who's Werner Herzog?
I don't know what that is. No, yeah.
Sorry, David. Sorry,
David. Yeah.
Is he from Mandalorian? I'm not sure.
Yes.
Don't quote me on that.
Get me the child. That's the guy. He was in Rick and Morty as well. He was like, I have people hold such and such pencils, cans against their penises and say, hey, I'm such and such for a penis. Brilliant. That's the guy. Yeah.
Okay.
There we go. You see. Boom.
Yeah. Right, Joe. I've asked you to bring. I was right. Yeah, Joe. Well done. You spotted him out. I did a terrible impression of it.
You did. Well done.
Every week we ask our guests to bring in stories, things that that are bizarre, not understand the headlines, but there's been a lot of bizarre shit going on in the headlines. So you brought in a story about this good old chap here, Mr. Piers Morgan.
This epic cunt. Yes. King cunt. King of the cunts.
It says here,
I'm sorry if that word offends anyone, but yeah.
It's a British show. Fuck them if they don't like it. Piers Morgan speaks of ITV return after quitting Good Morning Britain. After he says, I'm filming more soon. Did you have a read of this, Joe? What is this that you brought us?
I loosely scanned it because, again, I'll be honest, the reason I chose this is because the whole walkout thing, Alex Beresford is my mum's friend's cousin, which is like, I'm like,
really?
What the fuck? Yeah, I know. I was like, oh, no way. Beresford made Piers Morgan fuck off. That's insane. So I was, because obviously we were all like, that's the end of him on ITV then. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, apparently not. So yeah, I scanned it, and basically he had just done something with Colleen Nolan?
Yes.
And I tweeted about it and was like, I've just done something with Colleen Nolan, and everyone was like, oh, amazing, you're not actually leaving. He was like, no, I will be back, perhaps doing some more. So apparently you can just do whatever the fuck you want at ITV, and They'll allow you to be on the TV.
Surprised it's not the BBC, in all honesty.
What?
British people will be like, "Oh, that's really funny." American people are like, "Why is that? Why are they laughing?"
BBC America, what? I don't understand. Do you understand that? Do you get that? You understand that reference? I don't understand it. I mean, Project Willow Tree this time, I think. Just be an absolute cunt. Come on back. Yeah. So yeah. Well, what did you make of that whole thing? Like, I know obviously I know obviously you guys weren't talking about it last week, but
yeah, we the whole Meghan Markle thing. I have been talking about it a lot in general on Facebook and stuff, but keep it out the show in general, just because everybody knows that is bullshit. Like what's going on in the royal family right now, and what Harry and Meghan have done is called everyone out on their bullshit. And Piers Morgan obviously didn't like it. I went on a radio station in America as well, WMNH, Matt Connaughton's show, and I talked about it. They were like, "I want a British guy to talk about it," and I was saying what I thought the most disgusting thing about it is that she asked for help with her mental health, and they said no. Like that is huge. That's hugely inappropriate, and like that there's an issue there that the racism thing as well. Of course, like what the fuck has it got to do with if your baby is?
I know. We don't, as you say, we don't need to talk about it. But I was going to ask you, like, kind of with regards to the American radio show, like, what was their take, kind of on the whole situation? Because I don't understand how. Like, I mean, I do understand how it's global news, but it's just like everyone was talking about it for like 4 days.
I think there's a lot of huge fans of the royal family over in America, and a lot of people that are still sort of curious. What is going on? What is it all? And they're trying to understand it. And they were asking. Matt is great. He's been on my show before, and he was asking me questions about sort of like what are our perceptions as Brits of the royal family, and what was our reaction to it as well, because they want to know sort of how we deal with all and how we sort of digest everything that's going on with the royal family. I asked him what he felt about Piers Morgan walking off the show, and he said, "Well, I just thought he was a big baby. Just a big baby. Couldn't take being like told to shut up, basically." And that was it.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Piers Morgan is a horrible human. The whole the phone fucking tapping thing that he was obviously doing while he was at the papers, that was all him. He's always been. He's just like a fucking another Katie Hopkins, isn't he?
Oh yeah, well apparently they're pals. That week, obviously, there was all these memes and like kind of tagged photos of him and her, all pally and whatnot. I like the fact that I brought like an exceptionally controversial story. I'm sorry about that.
No, it needs to be talked about.
Bring the heat, man. Exactly.
No, I feel like this needs to be celebrated. This needs to be celebrated because
it does.
I feel like there's a massive cunt that's got his comeuppance right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he shouldn't be.
And it came from a lad from Bristol. How wicked is that?
That guy should be. I thought he should be knighted. I said he should be knighted, but obviously, bit of a conflict.
Well, yeah.
Like,
I don't think he's on the chart. I'm not sure he's on the.
I think the Queen, rather than knighting him, she'd take a fucking swing at him.
I do apologise. No. Exactly. Off it comes. Pop.
Philip,
sorry, Barry.
Indeed.
So, what language is it that you speak? I imagine that'd be like some bullshit that you would say. But he's out of hospital though. Bless him.
Okay, so what I did say on
moving swiftly on.
What I did say on this radio show that I thought was really important as well was when we think about the royal family and Britain, we think of the Commonwealth as well. And like 60% of the Commonwealth are not white. So when you're talking about racism in the royal family that's responsible for the Commonwealth, sort your fucking shit out. Like, it's just, yeah. So there's huge messages there. But yeah, we'll move on there before I get on a rant and this turns into a different show. What did you bring for me, TS? Oh yeah, I named this one Gators Bitches. I always give these funny names. Gators Bitches. What's this story you brought me, TS, about alligator heads?
I mean, Jamie, what are you doing? So 80 alligator heads seized in police raid on house in Birmingham. In fucking Birmingham, mate.
Birmingham.
The joint investigation involved officers from the National Wildlife Crime Unit and Wildlife Crime Officer volunteers. The West Midlands Police said the raid took place at a property in Perry Bar on Thursday morning. Didn't originally move to Perry Bar, James. The joint investigation involved officers from the National Wildlife Crime Unit and the Forces Wildlife Crime Officer volunteers. A statement said, "We've received information that the heads were being imported from abroad illegally and sold onto eBay to buyers all around the world at a large profit to the seller." We carried out a joint investigation with the NWCU and believe the suspect has been illegally importing the heads for some time, with regular sales being seen on eBay. The warrant was conducted under the Control of Trade of Endangered Species Act, and a 44-year-old man has been voluntarily interviewed. I mean, of all the collections in the world, you could have had stamps, you could have had records, you could have had, fucking mugs or china. But no, do you know what I really want to collect? Alligator heads. I think that'd be beautiful, boys. Just,
This is what happened at a press conference with the superintendent of Birmingham. He's like, press conference. Okay, guys, all the chattering in the background. There's the flashes. We at West Mercia Police are absolutely intent on streets of alligator heads. Heroin's fine. Cannabis is fine. Alligator heads. We have a huge task force. Millions and millions of taxpayers' money is going to be going into eradicating the sale of alligator heads on the streets of Birmingham. Thank you very much. No more questions.
It's before it gets rife, before it gets out of hand. We need to catch these alligator heads while they're hot. So,
it's too gloomy to have that light off. I'll turn it on.
Also, just want to say something, Green. Christina is my bae.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Christina is your bae. Can I be?
Hi. Okay, Ian. Get it, girl.
All right. That's what we love. Sorry. Anyway, carry on.
Helen was giving me some support in the chat, by the way, when I was going on my rant then. She said, "Go, Alex."
Hi, Helen.
Thank you, Helen. Yeah.
Yes.
Helen was on our show on Wednesday. It was very, very nice. Very nice.
I thoroughly enjoyed.
What's the Wednesday show? Sorry.
Wednesday Night Live.
It's just
nice.
We're just getting together and chat a lot of shit, really. It's just fun.
Nice.
Yeah,
cool.
It's good fun.
With David, who's in the chat, he says that sounds like a Florida thing. It does sound like a Florida thing.
Maybe it came from Florida. There's a story, isn't there? There's a guy.
Maybe it fell asleep and just drifted all the way to
80 heads?
England. Yeah.
What, 80 heads just floated from Florida all the way to the UK?
We've all just fallen asleep, lad. We're falling asleep. We're going to Birmingham.
Yeah, there's a guy in Kent, isn't there? He's converted his conservatory into an alligator-like house. And he has a live alligator living there. Why?
Alligator man, yeah.
Just in a little tiny fucking conservatory in Kent, some really weird old dude. Like, what?
Why not?
I mean...
Is he loaded? He must be loaded.
No, it's like a little fucking shitty little house. like a council house with a shitty little extension on the back. Weird.
With an alligator in it.
With a live alligator, big off fucker as well.
Nice.
I don't get the appeal for like alligator skin things. I don't. It's the worst. It's the murkiest, greenest, fucking weird. Why would you want anything in alligator skin? I don't understand it. I know it's money, and I know it's expensive. But like, it'd be like, oh, that bag you've got is really disgusting. Why did you buy it? Well, it cost me $5,000. Oh,
greedy fuckers.
Yeah,
greedy fuckers. That's all. It's all about that green, isn't it? All about lips. So no pun intended, Joe. It's all about that green.
Christina is in the chat. She says, "So proud of being a Kent now, lads."
Go on.
No, she says, "So proud of being born in Kent now, lads." Yeah,
sorry, man.
Go. And my wife is in the chat. My wife says, "Hello. Where's your hair? You're letting me down." TS ruined it.
Kaz, no is the answer. No, he hasn't got. He looks perfectly beautiful with a bald head. Fuck off with that stupid ass wig.
Said no one ever. They were like, "Where's his hair? Where's the rest of him?" But every time they see,
mate, I ain't got any fucking hair either.
Yeah,
I have no comment on hair. I'm afraid.
Yeah,
you're
too beautiful, mate.
Moving on. I brought this story.
No. No.
Well, fucking hell, I've still got the comment on the screen. I always do something stupid on this show. Right, so my next story, I laughed at so hard, not because I'm discriminatory or any other reason, and then I thought this was hilarious. Now, this is the story. A young female Japanese biker turns out to be a 50-year-old man with a face app. So this guy... I didn't post. Let me just get the pictures up while I'm talking. This guy is hilarious. He posts loads of pictures of himself next to his motorbike. This girl, and looks great. Looks stunning.
Okay.
And they found out that it wasn't obviously a girl. Where the fuck is this shit? Fill in for me, TS, for a sec.
Have you got some visuals here?
I'm looking for.
Is it so? A 50-year-old dude is posing as a chick with a motorbike.
As in a young chick or an old chick?
It's just like catfish.
Old chick. Sorry, old woman. What is this? The 50s? Good lord.
It's like catfish gone wrong.
So he's an old man being a young woman, or he's an old man being an old woman? I'm pinch
trying to
confused.
find the pictures now. Where the fuck is the pictures? I had the pictures and everything. Do you know what? Okay, I'm just going to share the site. Here we go.
Okay,
do it this way instead. Wait till you see this. It's hilarious. So that's what he looks like on the left with his bike.
Oh my god!
That's what he looks like on the right.
Damn. I'm just I don't understand.
That is amazing.
But I don't get it. I don't understand.
There are so questions. So, is that his normal hair then? He has that hair anyway?
Yeah, I think so. Because there's a video of
amazing. It looks like someone. It looks like he should be in Crossface. I love that. He looks like one of either the keyboarder or like the bass player or something.
He really does.
Yeah, so he genuinely has blonde hair.
That's him.
I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't get what the appeal is behind this. I really don't get it. Like, what's
like the likes? Maybe.
Maybe.
I just get so many likes.
They found out because
of the face.
This picture here on Twitter, and obviously he's only ever been known as this. But somebody noticed his reflection here in the wing mirror. Obviously, look at that.
That's some serious police work right there. That is some detective-isms.
But the problem is, right?
We've got Neve on the case.
Okay, I'm gonna get very. Okay, Helen, I'm sorry. Put your fingers in your ear for a second, all right? So, say you've taken that picture. Still playing? Yeah, I've got rid of it.
That's fine.
You've taken that picture, and you've had a bit of fun with it, right? And then you find out afterwards that it's
I see. You mean that?
What happens
kind of
then?
Fun. I got you. So, I got you. A cheeky polish. That's what you're talking about, isn't it? Right.
Bosh.
I think you just okay. It's the deed is done. We've all whatever. The mistake has been that. Is the mistake whatever? It's done. I guess. There's no judgment. I don't think. I wouldn't judge you.
Puts it.
Check your fab fold. Oh. Phil. Absolute Phil.
Okay, there is a serious side to this story, and it is that you've got to be careful with these face apps. I mean, like, I get it. I love
how you're coming in with the moral. The moral of the story. There is a moral to this story
because when it comes to guys that are 50-year-old guys and possibly chatting to people on TikTok, Instagram, anything like this, and they're like, "Hey, mister, how's it going? I'm a sweet, hot 18-year-old chick. Let's meet up." And then it's Barry from fucking Southampton. I lived in London most of my life. A fucking northern accent and for some weird reason. But would you go out with me? Yeah, can I put makeup on you? I don't fucking know.
Oh, that is just so grim. He's probably got all the lace underneath as well. Oh no.
Yeah, fucking Barry.
You catfish weird. You catfish really weird.
Yeah, that's just how I roll.
I'd like to put makeup on
my
you.
head.
It's like, mate, could you fuck off? I'm waiting for a date.
Sorry.
Please.
Yeah,
dude,
I shouldn't laugh.
Yeah, I'm here for the date. No, I'm actually waiting for the date.
Serious thing. No, I'm the date. I'm going to put makeup on you.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is obviously they'd see him in real life and be like, "Who are you?"
Oh, he's so pretty.
I don't know why that's tickled me so much, but that's really tickled me. Okay. Good. Awesome. I like it.
Christina says that we should definitely embrace it. If you've done that, if you've done the deed and you find out it's blurry,
yes, Christina.
then you should embrace
it. The deed is done. The deed is done.
I am no longer fully straight, and I am going to embrace it, and I'm going to have another one tonight.
Isn't the theory that everyone is a little bit gay, though? Isn't that the theory? Well, apparently everyone's a little gay.
I mean,
2021, mate.
2021. Who cares what people are doing? Just crack on, enjoy life, and don't be an asshole.
Crack on.
You know. Exactly. Right. But yeah, we should crack on to a different story. Joe, you brought another one that's been in the main press today, but another one I found also very hilarious because it's people being prat again. This is
just totes negative. I just want to stress, I fucking hate the news most of the time, and I usually avoid it like the plague. So this was a bit of a challenge to find, firstly, a decent-ish story and something that didn't have anything to do with COVID in it as well. So yeah, another negative.
We need to discuss this though, because I think it's very relevant in today's world. Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion receive FCC complaints for Grammy's WAP performance. Okay.
So the gals perform a tune that a lot of people were like, this is a really empowering song. It's amazing. Women are owning their pussies and all this jazz. And why shouldn't you? It belongs to you. Amazing. They did a clean version and they still got they got 80 complaints because it was considered too pornographic. Not because of what they were saying, but because of the way they were dancing and apparently because of their outfits. It's like, you can't win. On the same night that record, it was a world record, wasn't it? They history was made in Beyonce and Taylor Swift's wins. They had like the most amount of wins ever in Grammy history. But apparently we've still got time to complain about how two ladies are empowering themselves. What a waste of time.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I mean,
you go.
A worse person to give awards to than fucking Taylor Swift. But either way, moving on.
Well, she can't. She's got a good hook. She writes a good hook, doesn't she? Bless her.
I just hate to have been someone that's dated her before. But I'll be like, I want to slice the bar, you know?
Yeah. I don't think you get royalties for being like the subject matter of the song, unfortunately.
That's it. Just look at
or do you? I don't know. Exactly, yeah. Harry Styles has done all right, though. I mean, he's come out unscathed, and John Mayer as well. You know, the list goes on, but both completely unscathed.
It's a good job Points of View doesn't exist anymore.
Could you? Sunday, 2:00.
Yeah, it'd be like fucking 7 hours long.
For any listeners that in America don't know what Points of View is, it used to be this. If it existed today, I think it would be borderline comedy now. It wouldn't even be. It'd be
awesome.
Let's see what fucking Margaret fucking 80 from fucking Durham says today. Like,
yeah.
It's just basically complaining to TV shows, isn't it?
Yes,
it is. It's a show for every single Karen, and it's the male equivalent of Kevin. Is it? Is that what they're called?
I think
it's basically a show for them. It's a Karen and Kevin show, basically.
I watched your TV series, and they said the word bum. I was not happy with this.
Essentially, they've all got way too much time on their hands, and like complain about anything.
Yeah.
And everything. It's ridiculous.
I lost my bum. I find this highly offensive.
Yeah.
Last year's Super Bowl received so many complaints. It was
J-Lo, Shakira.
Yeah, and J-Lo.
What did they do? I didn't see
it
that show, unfortunately.
Amazing show. Right, they did an amazing show. They dance sexily. J-Lo did a pole dance that she'd been practicing all year for. She kept her clothes on, but I thought it was an amazing performance. Everyone fucking complained. They get The Weeknd the next year, where it's a guy singing because people don't know who he is. They get loads of fucking complaints. They can't win these days. So
that's mental.
The Weeknd were fantastic. Just want to say that last year was
is he, isn't it? It's just him as one lone entity man.
Yeah, but Shakira last year with the was the best thing in the world. Was the absolute greatest moment in TV last year. So fucking funny. I don't know why she did it. No one knows why she did it. Just went right to a camera and and for no reason.
Amazing.
Because she's fucking awesome.
Amazing.
So
exactly, because she's Shakira and her hips don't lie. So I mean, she's.
They never have done. I hope they don't. I hope they never do in the future.
Exactly.
So, that's a lot of high bar to live up to. That
honest hips. So I think that's Shakira honest hips. Whatever her last name is. I don't know what her last name is.
Neither do I.
I have. So when it comes to music, whether it's empowering or not. There's got to be a way to keep this away from children, because obviously WAP is a very filthy song. The Gilbert Gottfried, by the way, if you've never heard Gilbert Gottfried word in this, it's fucking unbelievable. He does an amazing job. But at the same time, there's a way of wording these things and discussing these things without going, oh, they were so inappropriate. They're so look at them. They're showing flesh and everything. There was another performance that of a white woman that had received barely no complaints, yet Cardi B and this other one has received crazy amounts of complaints. That speaks. It's just.
Yeah, people need to grow the fuck up and just get on with their life, don't they? Jesus, fuck me. There's worse things going on in the world than watching someone dance for 3 to 4 minutes singing about a song.
Exactly.
there's family.
That is a fair point, though, Alex, about children and stuff. That is a fair point.
It is a fair point, but there's talking about other, how to communicate these things. A guy called Errol Weber put on his Twitter, Cardi B cuts off WAP when her daughter Culture walks into the room. She looks embarrassed. This is how you know Cardi B knows the right from wrong, yet still deliberately chooses to do wrong by gyrating and scissoring on her WAP on national TV. I got the video right here. This is what annoys me about the fucking press and the way people are, right? Look at this. So here she is in the kitchen and kid comes running in, turns it off.
Oh,
wasn't doing anything. Wasn't doing
well,
worry about it.
Yeah, if don't do the crime if you can't do the time. I mean, surely it would invoke, or it should encourage discussion about, the body. I mean, the whole point of the song is obviously because male rap artists have been talking about vaginas for literally decades. So the fact that these two are now taking it back, as it were, is amazing. It's an incredible thing. And it's a good thing. But yeah, it's just a shame that obviously, it's always, for every way, there's a,
yeah, I agree. And that is a clip of her being a good parent right there. And then somebody's still gone, oh yeah, right. Fuck off, dickhead.
Hold on a minute. Have a look.
Ryan says there is a way to keep it from kids. Parents could actually parent instead of ruining it for everyone else. That's right, Ryan. Yeah. Apparently the brownies run until 10 o'clock at night. At 10 o'clock, it's probably time to take yourself away, child. Close your eyes a little bit. It's fucking late.
Well after the watershed. But
that's what the watershed's for, though, isn't it? Right.
I was literally just going to say exactly the same thing. Exactly.
Channel 5 comes waving fucking body parts at people's faces. Look at us. You're not going to see it going in.
Real sex and Red Shoe Diaries. 11 o'clock on a Friday. We were all there.
Moving on from
we remember it well.
Alone. Let them do their fucking thing.
Indeed. Sing it, girls. Sing it.
Your last story, TS, was this one. I called it Mr. Gefilte Fish.
Gefilte Fish! Student legally names himself after a fish in exchange of £176 of free sushi. The fish-loving university student officially changed their name after a chain of sushi restaurants offered an all-you-can-eat sushi meal for the person who changed their name, along with 5 friends. Officials in Taiwan are begging people to stop changing their name to salmon after more than 130 fish lovers changed their name to bag free sushi. The incident, which has been dubbed Salmon Chaos in local media, has seen lots of young people formally request to change their name at government offices. The unusual situation was prompted by Japanese chain Sushiro that ran a 2-day promotion ending Thursday, which offered a free all-you-can-eat meal to any customer and 5 friends if they changed their name. The customers need to show their ID card containing the Chinese characters for salmon. Meanwhile, people with names that sounded similar to salmon could have 50% slashed off their bill. One college student told a local TV channel that they changed their name to manage to save £176. Roughly translated, their new name means explosive, good-looking salmon. They told the news that I just changed my name this morning to add the characters Bao Cheng. I'm not going to read it out. And we already ate more than 7,000 Taiwanese dollars. One woman admitted she also changed her name and she told Set TV, I've changed my first name to Salmon and 2 of my friends also did. We'll just change it back afterwards.
Why not? Why not? 2021!
There were other names. Do you want to hear the other names? Do you want to hear the other
yes.
names? The other names were Can't Help But Want to Eat Free Salmon, Salmon Prince, Meteor Salmon King, and Salmon Fried Rice.
Good. I like Salmon Prince. As long as they were wearing purple, and then that's good. Salmon Prince.
Salmon.
What was it? Explosive. What was it? Explosive.
Explosive, good-looking salmon.
Explosive, good-looking salmon. EGS.
It's weird, right? Because it's like you get all those offers that are like buy 2 get 1 free. You know, buy 2 for £5. No, this deal is change your fucking name to a fish and you can have free sushi for 2 days.
What were you smoking when you came up with that? I mean, like, what the
I have a great idea for it.
We should make them change their name. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So anyway, what I thought we could do was we could totally have this thing where people change their name.
Yeah. Let's make them change their fucking name. Make them change their name.
To fish. Anything to do with fish. All the fish. Just make it fish. I am a fish. Let's eat fish. Oh my. Salmon like it hot.
Oh.
Ball in.
Knocking it out the park.
Again,
funny story.
Good work,
I like
good
that
work.
because people. This is the meme generation, man. The fucking meme generation. People will go and do that sort of stuff because if you can make a meme out of it, if you get, if it's something silly, fuck it, why not? And you get free fish at the same time. You know what I mean? Fuck it. Yeah.
I mean, I probably would have done it, but I don't know. I would have called myself Trout Piss or something.
Trout Piss.
I'm Mr. Barracuda. That's what I'd go for.
Very, very good. Very good.
Yeah, because I've got fucked up teeth.
I wouldn't do it. Wait, no. Your teeth are fine, aren't they? I was going to say, go on, give us one of these. Let's have a look.
No.
Get the pearly whites out. Get the pearls out.
Get your gnashes out. Come on.
Get the pearls out for the lads.
Oh, the best part of the show is here. It is Science with Alex. Here we go. We've got a great story for you.
Grab your thinking caps. It's time for the most popular radio segment on the face of the planet. Welcome to Science with Alex. Hit it. He loves China. He's not a racist. He likes turtles. Only on the USUK Weekly Bazaar.
Sorry.
I can see Joe's face in the background.
Racist. Daddy.
This is
that why I'm on here? Are you trying to just? Am I a beard? Are you trying to like?
No,
are you covering up?
Absolutely here, just as the token black guy for you. So that's it.
Exactly.
That's it. Like, we've been outed now. No, I used to. Okay, when we first started doing this show, I started just going all out with the accents and stuff, and I was like, "Is it right?" And then I went and learned that even if you do it in good spirits, it's bad. And I was kind of like, "Ah, shit, maybe I should tell." And it became a thing. Everybody's like, jumping on it. So
what kind of accents? I know this isn't the segment. I'm sorry.
We like stories from Japan and China and stuff.
Were you doing Asian accents then?
Asian accents. What else would I use to do? It was bad taste. It really was bad taste.
Alex,
it was
especially at the minute.
How dare
especially
you?
At the minute.
Talk about a funny story in an accent like that. No, I came up with the discussion: is it racist to do an accent? Is it racist for an American to do an English accent? Things like that. But then I thought you just look a dick trying to argue stuff like that. You just look a dick.
The guy who plays Jabuddy G from People Do Nothing has got like probably the best standpoint on this whole thing. When people come up to him and do the accent, I think he's like, as long as it's done really well, then he's okay with it. I'm kind of on that. I'm kind of in that camp, I guess. It depends what you're saying, isn't it? Like if you're being offensive, then probably don't do it. Yeah. But if you're repeating what someone said in their accent, then yeah.
Is that Asim Charges?
Should be fine. I don't know his real name. Jabuddy G, the guy with the ponytail.
Want to buy some dust?
Yeah.
It is
him.
Asim Charges, yeah.
Yeah,
great character.
So I don't know. It is based on his dad, apparently.
That makes
amazing.
So this is the segment of the show where I talk about something a bit sciencey. We like to bring in some space talk, sex robots, whatever's going on. Well, this week I'm talking about robots again, and we should be warned. We should be warned. And actually, this is quite cool because I used to love the show. I still do. It's called Altered Carbon. If you've never seen it on Netflix, it's fucking brilliant, futuristic show. And they print off tattoos. You can go get a tattoo printed on that show. And we're getting closer to it now with this story from the Nerdist. It says here, a robot arm performs the world's first remote tattoo. Tattoos are a great deal for most people. The decision of what to get, location and size are all certainly very important questions to ask yourself. But the most important choice is who will trust to put something that's been that's meant to be a permanent on your body. Most people want to go to someone with ample experience of, but every tattoo artist has to start somewhere, right? This is fucking phenomenal. I'm going to share the site. Again, we're going to do this whole share thing. It's working today, and I'm not doing great, in all honesty.
Surely, though, right? If it's a robot arm doing a tattoo, surely it would nail it first time because it's a robot.
But this is the spin.
You would think.
The spin. It's not actually a robot doing it. It's someone else that's doing the tattoo, but the robot arm is connected by 5G. All right? So I paused it right in this bit here. So there's something.
Didn't that cause COVID, mate?
So you go put your arm on this very expensive machine, and there's somebody across the world doing the tattoo, and the robot copies you via 5G.
That's amazing.
So let's play the video. Nerdist, don't sue us, please. But here it is.
I mean, it's risky to play the YouTube video, bro.
See that guy? He's doing the tattoo there, and the woman, other side of the world, is she? Oh, fuck, she was getting it. So he's controlling the robot. Fucking stupid place to start the video.
Hello, you want tattoo? Yes, I'd like tattoo, please. Okay, well, let's have a FaceTime. We'll talk on FaceTime for a bit. Sorry.
Fuck's sake.
It's like tattoo facts. I like it.
So there you go. Look, there he is. He's doing the tattoo there while she's.
That's insane.
How old is she? Go on, Graham.
I know that's the first place you went to.
I just like bit of salt and a pepper in there. A bit of salt and a pepper.
So yeah, that's what that is, right? But my mind was like, typical Weekly Bazaar. Alex went to other places, right? So this is the reason why 5G was rolled out for doctors to be able to do stuff like this through surgery, so they don't fuck up, so they can use robots in surgery, right? Other applications have been used, and I went straight to VR porn, and I was like, could you imagine? VR goggles, trusty little robot there that's been, worked by science.
Fucking hell. You're married as well, aren't you?
Oh, my wife's watching right now.
And you got picnics as well. Raw. You were bugging me out.
He loves it.
But at the same time, you would make a lot of money. So, like...
But this is where everything goes. This is where everything that human beings ever make, it goes to fulfill the dirty minds of people like me.
Well, you can already get a machine, can't you? That like you don't have to use your hands; it just does it for you.
Let me just pull us back in.
Sorry.
So don't apologise. It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. I mean, what I'm saying is like, I also realised that it's quite a small area that they were tattooing in. So like, you couldn't have like your back done or anything like that. It'd be arms or legs only, surely.
And it'd only be like forearms as well, wouldn't it? Well, no,
like,
I suppose you can get all of
just
your
do my
arms
eyeball, just here. Where, get in there.
Get your ear in, yeah. I'm going for a Mike Tyson, guys. Just smash it in there. Just machine.
Full on jabbing the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like proper mushing your face in the machine.
And it's just like, it just comes out all over the place.
Yeah.
Like a Batman mask or something.
Then you get Becky.
Oh my God.
Do you do piercings as well?
Yeah.
The robot's like...
Just like everywhere.
How amazing is that, though? How amazing is like
that is incredible.
I mean, it's some Final Destination shit. But yeah, it's awesome.
We're in the future. Good Lord. Scary times. Next, there will be... Well, you can already get Minority Report stuff, can't you? Terrible. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh my God.
Minority Report.
Oh. just like doing that. It's just miming, isn't it? It's just fucking mime. I've just realised what I've been robbed.
My wife is in the chat, Joe. There you go. There she is. And she says, what if they hack the machine? She put Maxine by accident. Oh, let's go, Maxine.
That's the machine's name. That's what you've named her.
The machine's called Maxine. There you go. Maxine the machine. Oh, it's Maxine the machine. She's here to talk
the marketing's writing itself.
There you go. And instead of Rose, you end up with a penis. There you go. Just, yeah.
Or, presumably as well, if the tattoo artist is like, if he's having an off one or she's having an off one, does it come out fucked up? Like, or will the robot correct the shit? Do you know what I mean?
I've had another idea as well.
Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. How does the tattoo artist know what he's done so far?
Yeah. Great question. Because maybe they must have like some kind of camera on there to see.
That she had a phone link there, but that's still not great.
Oh, okay. No, because he's not going to be able to see that full hand. He's going to have to be like, guess. I must guess where the tattoo is. And
also that, like, that thing where they wipe it off and they clean it as they go, type thing. Like what?
It just seems like there's a few points here.
We're punching some holes in here, aren't we? We're punching some holes.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And also, how do you keep it calibrated for the whole session to the final? Can you imagine he very finally puts the needle down and he goes straight for a fucking arm?
That's not funny. That isn't funny.
Machine is smoking. Machine is smoking. Help me. Why is it smoking? Yeah. Why is it doing this? Why is it malfunctioning? What's it doing?
Oh, fucking hell.
I'll be there in 4 days.
Yeah. Sorry, have you got the warranty?
This show is definitely going to run over, by the way, because we've got 13 minutes to run for the Gauntlet, but I hope you don't mind staying a little bit over. No.
Oh, no, it's all good.
I'm having the time of my life. Don't you fucking worry about
it. Good. Excellent.
Right, let's move on to the Gauntlet. This is our fun game.
The Gauntlet.
It's a Gauntlet, and we're going to run our podcast friend here through the Gauntlet to test your skills behind a microphone. Yes. we have 3 rounds for you, Joe. You've watched the show before. I'm pretty sure you're aware of what's to come. We give you an inanimate object. Yeah, an inanimate object to talk about for a whole minute. TS, you got your stop watching stuff ready, yeah?
All right, I got that.
We then have the speed round, where you'll do as many questions as you can in 2 minutes. And we then have 10 objects for you to describe to TS, which should be easy because you guys know each other. There's already that sort of link in there, so
it's history.
No pressure or anything.
I know.
I don't have Damo's scores with me, so I can't compare you guys. But
I'll just tell him I won. It's fine. It'll be. He doesn't need to know if I lose. He is fiercely competitive, though. So.
Yes, he is.
So yeah, I might just lose anyway, just to keep the friendship intact. Tactic.
Right. So all the pictures that have been supplied today have been supplied by my wife, Kaz. Thank you very much for sorting this out for me.
Cheers, Kaz.
Your inanimate object to talk about for a whole minute, but non-stop. You can tell people what it is. You tell people stories about it, describe it, whatever. Just don't stop talking for a whole minute. And it is this. Joe, are you ready?
Yes.
TS will start the clock as soon as you start talking.
Okay, so this is an instrument. It hails from Scotland. It's very, very difficult to play. It's called a bagpipe. There's an episode of Friends where Ross tries to play it and he plays a terrible version of Celebration, and it's very, very funny. I would recommend, if you are Scottish, I don't know if you have to learn it if you are from Scotland. Do you have to learn it? That's the question. I don't think you do. But presumably when you play this instrument, you have to wear the full attire. So like a kilt and ting and one of those sporrans. I'm surprised I remembered that name. I feel like the bagpipe is like a super flute with extra flutes and a bag. Hence the reason it's called a bagpipe, you see. But it doesn't sound like a flute. It's weird, isn't it? But is it classed as a woodwind instrument as well? Or is it, like a whatever the other one is? I don't know. These are the questions I'm sure we would like to know. We should find out a bagpipe forum.
Time. Well done. Well done. That was fascinating. I was just
King of the waffle, mate. King of the waffle.
King of the waffle. That's why we do this thing, though, isn't it? Right? We're usually good at talking.
Fucking hard.
Yeah.
Have you ever had anyone just completely just freeze? Be like, I don't know.
Yeah, TS. He did.
Really? What was it?
Mate.
What was your?
Was it the daffodil? The washing machine one I did?
Washing machine was all right. It washed
you could have gone. You could have gone off on that. You could have got filthy with it.
Mind you, it was. I got filthy. That's the thing, dude. It was 2 minutes. For fuck's sake. The first minute, I was fine.
Yeah. But that extra minute.
I was all about you could fuck people on it, and then also you could take their clothes off and wash them at the same time.
That's genius. Imagine that.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
If you get Maxine involved as well, I mean, we've got to. I'm sure there's a way of tying that in as well. Get old Maxine on it.
Stab the shit out of you.
She'll play She'll play Netflix on it for you, whilst noshing you off and washing your clothes. I don't. Yes. Boom. Got it. Fucking nailed it.
There you go. Fucking hell. You've done 2 now. You've done 2. George is in the chat. He says, hello, boys.
Hey, Lugo.
Hello.
Says, so fucking excited for this bit. Let's go.
Okay.
And Ryan Berger says, I'm 20% Scottish. Might explain why I enjoy the bagpipes. Also, I can rock a kilt. I've heard that Ryan can't wear kilts because there's none that's long.
Oh, it's like that.
Also, Ryan, I'm super proud now. We stick together, my brother. Love that.
Yeah, man.
Love that.
Some might say a little bit too much. I'm joking.
All right. That's what we do.
The next round is the speed round, and we have there's 50 questions here to prove it in 2 minutes. It's never been done. It's impossible.
50 questions.
You never get through them all. No.
But the idea is just to get these as much as you can. I've pre-written numbers here. They're random. So let's go for your first question, which is: are you ready with a stopwatch? By the way, TS, you have 2 minutes.
I'm already. Yeah, I'm ready, dude.
I'm gonna take my fighting stance.
First one is Simpsons or Family Guy.
Family Guy.
Ooh.
Marvel or DC.
Marvel. Ideally, I would say both, though, but Marvel.
Your favorite
turtle. Sea turtle.
Fair enough.
Scone or scone?
Obviously, scone, darling. Scone.
Your favourite scary movie?
Candyman.
Nice. What's your poison? What do you like to drink?
Everything. Alcoholic.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Your dream vacation or destination, where would you like to go?
Fiji or Hawaii.
Nice.
So Fiji.
What is your middle name?
Paul.
Paul.
Yeah.
Your favourite cheesy movie?
Dirty Dancing. I don't have one.
Good choice.
Oh, okay.
Your best feature?
Dick.
I'm gonna say my lips. With my lips,
lovely,
whatever.
darling.
Beautiful.
Right?
Beautiful. Darling, yeah.
Boxers, briefs, or commandos?
Boxes, ideally hipster fit, or I will take a trunk if I don't have hipster.
Nickelodeon
Yeah,
or Cartoon Network?
Oh fuck! Cartoon Network.
Yes. Great
What was
choice.
your very first concert?
4 Foot Fingers in the Promenade here in Cheltenham.
Nice.
Yeah.
This cartoon that
Good
springs to
times.
mind?
Johnny Bravo.
Nice.
Oh, great shot again.
Most watched TV series?
Friends.
Good choice. What did you want to be as a kid?
I didn't really want to be anything, but I'm gonna lie and just say famous.
Time.
We'll finish off with that. One interesting fact about you.
Do I have to give you that? Yeah. Do you want that answer? I've started, so I'll finish like Mastermind.
Yeah.
I am musical. I do music and ting. I've got a massive
Play
cup.
the
No, I haven't.
recorder.
I haven't. It's not that big.
Oh, so
Nice.
good.
Right. This is personally my favourite part of the show. I'm going to give you 10 pictures. While TS can't see the screen, you have.
He's gonna turn around.
Yes, you got to.
He's turning his back on us.
You can't tell him what these things are, but you have to describe. You got to get him to guess what they are. Okay.
Do you know what I was going to say first before we start? Is I had in my head a show like theme music, which was "Got to turn around."
Fast and small.
That's it.
Great tune. Great tune. Great tune.
The Weekly Bazaar.
What
The
a
uncle
banger.
that requires the blindfold. Kinky.
Except.
Okay. TS, are you ready with the stopwatch?
I am, sir. 2 minutes, yes?
2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Green on
10.
bro.
10
Here we
pictures.
go, man.
Here we go. You ready?
Here we go.
And here's your first picture.
It's a breakfast. Requires 2 components. One makes you toot. It's a musical fruit. And the other one is requires... What was that?
Baked beans.
Yeah. On...
Oh, beans on toast.
Very good.
Yes.
Film starring Tom Cruise where he plays Maverick. And that chavvy
Top Gun.
from... Very good.
Nice.
Used to be in NSYNC. The only real famous one.
Justin
Shag Britney
Timberlake.
Spears. Very good.
Yes.
Oh, there were more than 6, less than 8, and they were a group, and one of them was called Joe, and one of them was called Bradley.
SM7.
There we go.
Yes. Yes.
It's a film starring Ace Ventura and Zoe Deschanel, where he can't say no.
Oh, yes, man.
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
A royal son, not William and not Prince Charles.
Prince Harry.
Nice.
Classic game on a very old console that wasn't the Sega Saturn or a Dreamcast. They also made it into a film starring Angelina Jolie.
Tomb Raider.
And this,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, an old novelty item. I think the first one came out in like the 70s. Really spinny, like it lights up. They usually like a rocket. If you're on drugs, you would like be obsessed with them. And it involves, in the title of it is stuff that you'd find in a volcano, and it would illuminate a
lava.
room. Yes.
Yeah. Well done.
This is a site, as in a tourist site near like Glastonbury, and like that whole area, the loads of druids and wizards.
Time. Turn around. Yes, that's what Joe was trying.
I was going to say Stonehenge as well. Fuck's sake!
Yeah.
And then you'd have had one more as well, which was playing cards. So that was very good, though. I gotta say.
Well, Joe.
That was well done.
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing, Ben. Well done.
Is there any of them? Is there any of them there that you didn't know? Are you not familiar with, like Yes Man, or is there anything that you know what everything was on the list there?
Me or Tom?
You, Joe.
Oh yeah, no, I did. I was familiar with all of them. Yeah, I have Yes Man on DVD. I used to own. I think we've had a lava lamp at one point in our life. I've driven past Stonehenge on more than one occasion. I occasionally eat beans on toast.
This picture of JT, I was like, that doesn't even fucking look like him.
No, just cut. That's classic JT. That's like, I think that looks like it was the tail end of NSYNC, just as he was about to like release one of the best albums of all time.
Noodle Head.
It's gonna be May.
Yeah, more senorita myself. Yeah, but yeah, I like Justin Timberlake. I'm a big fan of his work.
This is on his own favorite part. This is another favorite part of my show, and this is where we get to talk to you, Joe, about what you do, your podcasts, and what you do on outside of here. Tell us about the podcasts and the work that you do, Joe.
So yeah, I'm one half of a hosting team for Gateways, where we have there it is, yeah. We get musical guests who are usually in bands to talk about albums of their lives and that they like and things. It's Damo's baby, really. He was just generous enough to kind of allow me to be involved. It's really cool. I've said it to Tom before. It's a tried and tested format, but it works on like every level because everyone wants to talk. Like, if you like talking about music, and obviously all these people are musical, so they do. Then you've got hours of content, and also it's really nostalgic as well. We always end up going back and reminiscing about a time or like a period when things were really good, or albums that remind you of good times. So it's a positive show, and it's fun. As I say, I'm musical as well, so I fucking love talking about music. I can talk about it all the time.
Is the show like stuck to a certain genre, or is it anything on the?
No. It is literally the like we have kind of been more rock based for the first few, but then we started like branching out. We've had one that's coming out soon is a drum and bass producer called Soul Method, who's based in Gloucester. He's been on the show. We've had electro guys on the show. It has been mainly rock because Damo and I are both big rock fans, but it's open to everyone, really. It's open to all musical genres. The coolest stuff is when like the rock guys drop albums that aren't rock albums. I like that a lot. I think it's because obviously influence comes from everywhere. So and also like
Kid
enjoying
Rock did
music.
that, didn't he? So. He was kind of like, I'm going to write songs about Jesus, and it was like,
or like the guy, I don't understand when people do that. Well, I do, I suppose. If you're like strong with the faith,
it's good sometimes.
No judgment.
A more subtle side to someone that's heavy. Stained very famously.
I'm
on the outside. That fucking song is so beautiful. I listened to that song, and that bit where he goes absolutely mental, sort of 3/4 of the way in, I'm just like, oh. You
can feel the cathartic, can't you? You're like, wow, you are going through some shit. Okay.
I love Aaron Lewis.
He's amazing.
Every fibre of my being, and his country albums are fucking incredible as well. And Stained are now getting back together to do another album.
I was going to say, aren't they about to drop some new stuff either this year or next year or something?
It's gonna be the fucking tits, boys. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Absolutely love Aaron Lewis.
Cool.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on sort of current music at the moment? Because obviously it's really hard. It's really hard at the moment to find good rock and new stars that will go out there and change the world. You used to have these stars that were every fucking where. Whereas now everything's segmented. Now you have to find. Everything's got a genre, a subgenre, and a sub-subgenre.
Yeah,
and it's fucking nuts.
It is difficult. I don't know. I think music is. It's different. I mean, because the way obviously people receive their music now, it's different, and I think harder to be different, I guess, or because it's so accessible. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no way of, like, it's not about kind of like, you know, having, even though you do still get like, rock specific stations and whatnot. I suppose things like Spotify now, because music, as I say, is so accessible. I think I guess in a way it's good because it means that like everything is available to you. So I think it's a good time. This music it's better in a way, but it also does take the novelty off a little bit and the sheen and the magic. Like if you think about the 70s and stuff, like, you know, albums would come out like every couple of months, and it was a massive ordeal. It was not ordeal, a massive deal, sorry, to go and buy an album, and then you'd wait like 5 years for the next album. And same with like live music and stuff. Like if a band came to town, it was like an event. Whereas now, well, I suppose maybe not so much now, but with all the COVID and stuff. But now it seems, you know, people don't really care as much, or didn't care as much for live music. I think that's one of the cool things about COVID. I know obviously there's been a lot of shit, but I think that is going to be one of the things that's a positive that's come out of a negative. I think we kind of rediscovered our love, how much we miss live music because we've had it taken away.
Yeah, and we've seen some amazing sort of re-emergence of old bands. Well, Goldfinger famously we're rocking those live sets through quarantine, and everyone fucking dug it.
So
that was so good. It was so good. 99 Red Balloon. Oh, give it me. Give it all at me. Give it to me. Put it in my bag.
Exactly.
It was so good.
Pump it in.
I have changed the way I listen to music, and it's kind of it's a big thing for me because, like you said, going and buying an album was like that was special. That was something I used to like to do, and obviously, I've been listening to like my old bands that I grew up with, Weezer, or my absolute shit, Foo Fighters, Queens of the Stone Age. My boy loves he loves so much music he has no right to listen to. Eagles of Death Metal. We listen to Eagles of Death Metal almost every day.
They're awesome. They're amazing live as well. And they're also all linked as well. Obviously Dave Grohl and Josh Homme famously working together for Them Crooked Vultures, and
then
I think like
for the...
and then like drumming on, well, he drummed for Them Crooked Vultures, and then like I think Josh Homme is like, they've all worked in the same studio, and and obviously and Josh Homme working with Jesse Hughes from Eagles of Death Metal, and obviously he's in the band. But I like that. I love that little kind of like group of folk. Sorry, Tom. Go on, mate.
Don't apologise. Absolutely fine. It's just I wanted to talk next. I just wanted to know what's going on with Death as a Girl.
Stuff. We're playing in June. June the 25th, we're doing a show with Laurie Wright. That's the EP cover. So obviously the EP is out at the moment. I brought that out last year, and then I threw a band together. And now, well, I threw a band together in 2019, and we were gigging kind of whilst I was finishing it off. We're just gigging. I actually, a little cheeky exclusive. We're hopefully going to start recording the album. This year. I don't think it'll be it won't be, there's no rush on it, so it won't be finished till next year, or possibly even the year after. I don't know, but we will be starting it this year.
Amazing.
So look out for that.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. For people that are already in working bands that have had to sit on their asses during lockdown, how does it affect you guys? Do you have a prospective like sort of tour ready to go as soon as the doors are open? Like you work out an itinerary ready to go, because that's kind of what you want to do, right? That's where you want to be.
Well, that is the ideal plan, but with the way everything's going, especially over here in terms of the whole roadmap stuff, I think people are kind of like tentatively booking kind of June onwards, with hope that we get to June. And a lot of people that seem to be doing kind of from like kind of September and October, because it should all be hopefully completely over. But I think because obviously it's been ripped away so many times before. I think everyone's so like nervous about trying to commit to shows, and nobody wants to kind of be like, we're going to put all these tickets out, and we're going to be like, we're going to do this gig, and then obviously like 3 weeks before it'd be like, so we're like, mind if we play music? Right, sorry, is it okay if we? Sorry, I mean, okay. Sorry, do you mind?
I'll go back now.
Is it okay? Can we? It's very much like that at the moment. So I guess we just have to wait and see, really, and just I think we're all like this at the moment. So we get
I
to
think
June.
we need a few bands to like stick it to the man. I feel like we could do a new punk era. I really do think we could do something. Yeah.
Sorry, go on. I agree with you. I think that one of the things we're going to see out of lockdown is because obviously there have been so many venues that we've lost that we're going to have to find new spaces for live music. And I think the whole guerrilla gig and house shows, that was a massive thing in 2005 and previous, they're going to come back because there isn't the space to do, like, we've lost so many venues that now it's going to be a case of making your own space to put your own gigs on. So I reckon that's my prediction for kind of like the tail end of the year into next year. I reckon I could be wrong, but
the old bands like Feeder getting back to meet us in the park at 5 o'clock.
they are touring. They're gigging like September, October time in a park. Oddly enough, like a big real deal park, but
visionary.
Still, yeah,
fucking visionary.
Exactly. I love a good guerrilla gig. I think they're awesome, and like the fact that they always go down really well because like is there anything cooler than like just being at a skate park and then all of a sudden like a band turns up, or like you're walking in a high street and then all of a sudden, especially if the band's good, like you're like, oh my god, some kick-ass man.
The Foxborough Hot Tubs thing always got me inspired. So imagine like, oh yeah, we're going to go see, what they're called, Foxborough Hot Tubs, and fucking Green Day walk on. You're like, okay, all right, this is cool.
What the fuck? Yeah. Exactly. It's same with them Cricket Vultures. Like their first kind of debut was at Reading in 2009. No one had heard of them. No one knew anything about them. Imagine being like, oh yeah, because there's always a secret band at Reading. Imagine being in the tent and being like, some secret band. Josh Homme walks out. Fucking amazing. Then Dave Grohl walks out. Oh, and then John Paul Jones from Led Zeppelin fucking walks. Are you fucking the god? Your mind would be blown. It'd be amazing. It's just, I love a good like super group that do secret gigs. Awesome, awesome stuff.
George in the chat says there's a ton of music being created at an alarming rate, but some of that content is incredible. Here's a tip for you guys. Something I've done this year, and it's actually changed my life. When you go onto Spotify or whether you listen to YouTube music, whatever, do suggested music. Suggested music is fantastic. Or have it so it's like on a shuffle, and it'll throw in the odd band in there now and again. You'll find new music that will follow you. I found 3 new bands. I've found what they're called. I found fucking. When you just like on the spot, you can't think.
Just instant like brain fart.
Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes. I wasn't a fan of his band before. What are they called?
Well, you're not a Gallows fan.
Gallows. I wasn't a fan of them, but I think he is a fucking genius. Like he's so brilliant. What the ones that sang "My Name Is Human"? Fucking highly
also
suspect.
Really good live, Frank Carter.
Highly Suspect. I found them this year. Yeah.
What kind of stuff is that?
It's almost like good Kings of Leon.
Kings of Leon are good.
Kings
of Leon fan.
Leon are good.
Yeah, like the first 3 albums, basically not Only by the Night. Everything before that.
Yeah.
The one with Sex on Fire. Everything before Sex on Fire, basically.
Was sexy.
That
was Sex on Fire.
Was Sex on Fire, and then they fucked it.
Highly Suspect are well good. I want to try and get the lead singer on there because I fucking he sings about some of the most vulnerable shit. Like he's so brilliant. Anyway, look, we're running out of time. We've gone 10 minutes over time already. Tom, I would love to give you an opportunity to talk about what's going on at USUK Chronicles, Mister.
Mate, this week. Oh my God, we got to sit down with Adam Jackson, the drummer of Bury Tomorrow. It was. The most amazing, it was mind blowing. The interview, we went over and we could have kept going. We sat down and chatted all about how Bury Tomorrow got started, how Adam is the only original member left, his house projects, how he's building his house at the moment, how they had to go through so much shit with an American label, the music videos he had to do, where to carry kit up mountains. Yeah, it was unbelievable. I'm so excited to release this episode next Wednesday. Like, I'm mind blowing excited. Like, I can't wait. And we've got some really special people coming up, like week after week as well. We're doing big things, bro. Big things at the moment.
That's what I like.
What about what's the difference, Al?
Yes.
What's the difference? I still want to keep plugging the Charlie Adler episode. We spoke to one of the voice of acting gods. One of the,
I know. I was
talk about Nick.
Awesome.
Amazing guy.
Did he do? I need to check. I want to. It's online, isn't it? You can still watch it.
Spotify
and it's on YouTube as well. The YouTube one's so much better because you can see how sincere he is and how great. He's just a lovely, lovely guy. And he's voiced some of the greatest characters. I mean, look at this picture here, right? You've got MODOK, you've got Rocco's Modern Life, who's the big head in that. He was
and Cow and Chicken as well.
He was Cow, Chicken, and the red guy.
And the big, sorry.
He was amazing. He did that Paddington Bear there, that tiny little picture. Was a 1986, I think it was, or 1985 production he did with Tim fucking Curry, and some of the most amazing actors today. And that was post It as well. So he's amazing, such a great guy, and he is rebooting the new Rugrats. He is the director. He directs Kaylee Cuoco as Harley Quinn. He's just
no fucking way.
Everywhere. It's huge.
I'm sorry, that's my artwork. Sorry about that.
That's all right. And coming out on Monday, we spoke to guys by Flugelbinder. They are estate agents, fucking travel agents. Jesus Christ, I'm a bit fucked today. And they will take you to the most remote parts of fucking places. Oh my god, I'm dying on a live show. That's great, isn't it?
Sorry, everybody's go check out Death as a Girl. Everyone's go check out Death as a Girl. Go listen to Death as a Girl.
Yeah.
Go listen to Death as a Girl now. Do it now. Sorry, Alan.
Please do. Come find us on the gram.
Here's a tip for you. Go to USUKnetwork.com. Everything is there. Everything is there for you to listen to. I'm gonna go and fucking die after this. I swear to God, I'm done. I'm done.
Please don't do that.
Don't die. Don't die.
Don't die.
We do have a great website.
Please don't die.
USUKnetwork.com. Make sure you check it out. And if you want a website that looks as cool as ours, make sure you go to Web Orchard. They will sort you out and give you a good website because they did with us. And I've worked well with Pete White for the last couple of year and a half or so. They made me a great episode for the Shrewsbury Biscuit and for USUK. I've still got the picture here as well. Can I share something with you guys? This is a picture made for me by a guest that I had on the Shrewsbury Biscuit. His name's Luke Crump. He's an amazing artist, and he made that for me. Look how amazing that is. I just want to say thank you if you're watching, Luke. I love that picture so much. I'm going to get it printed off and properly framed professionally. It's just beautiful. I love the things that people do for us. Joe, you've been an amazing guest.
Yes. Thank you very much for having me. Mate, vice ditto.
I love you so much, bro. It's been so lush to have you on here. It's been lush to see you. And
I know. You need to let me know when you're next in town.
I will.
So we can illegally hang because we don't give a what. No, we do.
When the world's open, Joe, if you ever come up Shropshire way, give me a shout.
I was going to say, we're actually playing at Percy's Bar in September. So please do come
Which is
down.
Not in Ellesmere, it's in Whitchurch, by the way, guys.
It is. Yeah. So come through, man. It'd be good to actually high five you, and we can have a Vimto.
Fuck that, man.
Together.
We're bringing it in. I don't give a fuck.
Yes, absolutely. Bring it in. If you don't hug me now, if you're not there and you don't hug me, I will return to this site and just be like, where were you on September?
Asleep.
I cried. Send. Yeah.
We'll get you back on the show. Just give me the cold shoulder.
Yeah. I'll just be like this the whole time. So,
it's my cul-de-sac, bro.
Exactly. So guys, hopefully I will see you in September.
Amazing. I would love to. That'd be really good. TS, thank you so much for helping me today. You really
love you all.
Me through this.
Pleasure.
Kind of slowly died for this. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for your comments. Thanks for
cheers, guys.
We'll catch you guys next week.
Love you, Green.
Out.
Love you, man.